Have you ever found yourself wondering why your energy levels aren't what they used to be? Why does standing up from a comfy chair feel like a mini workout? Or why your morning stroll leaves your legs feeling surprisingly heavy? We often attribute these shifts to just getting older. And while age plays a part, what if there's more to the story? What if some seemingly innocent choices in your daily routine are actually, subtly, working against your senior health, mobility, and vitality? Today, we're diving deep into a topic that might just surprise you. We're going to uncover 7 healthy fruits secretly sabotaging your legs if you're over 60. Please subscribe for more senior health tips. You see, our bodies change as we age. Our metabolism, our circulation, how we process certain nutrients, it all shifts. And what was once a beneficial food might now be contributing to the very aches and stiffness you're trying to avoid, impacting your overall senior health. I'm not talking about radical diets or extreme measures. We're talking about smart, informed choices. By the end of this video, you'll know 7 common culprits that might be making your stairs feel steeper and your walks shorter. And don't worry, I'll also share some fantastic age-friendly alternatives that will actually support your strength and well-being. This information is crucial for maintaining excellent senior health. So, if you're ready to take charge of your mobility, regain some spring in your step, and rethink your plate, stick with me. This could be the gentle nudge your body has been waiting for. Let's begin with our first surprising candidate. Our first silent saboteur often gets a gold star for being a healthy tropical treat, brimming with a special enzyme. I'm talking about pineapple. We often hear about pineapple's bromelain, an enzyme praised for its anti-inflammatory properties. And for many, it is. But here's the nuance for those of us over 60. Pineapple is also packed with natural sugars and is quite acidic. As we age, our delicate blood vessels, especially those tiny capillaries that feed our muscles and joints, become more sensitive. A sudden rush of sugar from a large serving of pineapple can cause a rapid spike in blood glucose. This spike can actually stress these microvessels, potentially hindering circulation over time. Less efficient circulation means less oxygen and nutrients reaching your legs and muscles. The result? That familiar feeling of swelling, fatigue, or a dull ache after even a short walk. And then there's the acidity. If you're already prone to joint sensitivity or have conditions like arthritis, that tangy kick from pineapple can act like fuel to an existing fire, exacerbating discomfort in your knees, hips, and ankles. It's the subtle, cumulative effect that can slowly make daily movements more challenging, leaving you wondering why your body feels weaker year after year. What can you do? Moderation is key. Enjoy pineapple in small quantities, and be especially mindful if you're already experiencing chronic leg discomfort or unexplained swelling. Next up, a fruit almost synonymous with health, quick energy, and potassium. We're talking about the humble banana. Known for boosting muscle strength and preventing cramps, bananas are a go-to for many. But for older adults, the story can be different. Bananas are surprisingly high in rapidly digesting carbohydrates and natural sugars. This means they can trigger a quicker rise in blood sugar levels. When this happens regularly, your body, which might already be struggling with insulin resistance, experiences a cascade of effects. Weakened circulation and increased inflammation become more pronounced, especially in your lower limbs. You might notice your legs feeling unusually heavy after a meal, or your calves feeling tight. That persistent, dull ache when walking or climbing stairs could be a clue. Furthermore, bananas can contribute to fluid retention, particularly if you have underlying cardiovascular concerns. This can lead to those uncomfortable swollen feet and ankles, and stiff joints that make every step a conscious effort. The impact of bananas is often silent and slow. You're eating them for muscle support, convinced you're doing something good, but they could be subtly undermining your mobility over time. If you're frequently experiencing heavy, painful, or swollen legs, it might be time to reconsider the role of bananas in your diet. Our next fruit is small, delightful, and seemingly innocent. It's often touted for its heart-healthy benefits. We're talking about grapes. Grapes are packed with antioxidants and are delicious. What could be the problem? The issue lies with fructose, a type of sugar highly concentrated in grapes. In larger quantities, excess fructose can be converted into fat and, critically for our joints, into uric acid. This buildup of uric acid can settle in your joints, particularly in areas like your toes, ankles, and knees. The result? Sporadic burning, aching, and swelling. That piercing pain in your big toe at night could be linked to elevated uric acid levels. Fructose also contributes to generalized inflammation throughout your body, leading to increased rigidity and a feeling of slower, more restricted movement. The ease with which we can overeat grapes is another factor. They're so small and poppable that 2 or 3 cups can disappear before you realize it, leading to a quick and significant sugar load. So, while grapes may seem like a wholesome snack for an aging body, they can gradually contribute to weakened, less flexible legs and overall joint discomfort. This is an important consideration for your senior health. Our fourth fruit is the quintessential symbol of summer, refreshment, and hydration. It's watermelon. Watermelon seems like the perfect way to stay hydrated and cool. But here's the unexpected twist. Watermelon has a surprisingly high glycemic index. This means that, despite its watery composition, it can cause your blood sugar levels to rise quickly, similar to some processed sweets. And for seniors, those frequent rapid sugar spikes can be particularly damaging. When blood sugar rises sharply, our bodies often become less efficient at regulating insulin as we age. This can lead to increased inflammation, particularly in areas where circulation might already be compromised. Where does this inflammation show up? Often in your knees, ankles, and calves. You might experience leg fatigue shortly after eating, a dull ache during short walks, or chronic swelling in your ankles. Watermelon can be a beautiful trap for your legs, subtly wearing them down. Let's move on to a fruit synonymous with health and vitamin C, the bright and fragrant orange. For seniors, especially those over 60, oranges may conceal an unwelcome truth. Behind that sunny citrus glow lies an acidity that your joints might not appreciate. Oranges are rich in citric acid. While fine for many, it can subtly irritate your joints, particularly if you already contend with arthritis, stiffness, or systemic inflammation. You might experience chronic hip pain, increased swelling, restricted movement, or that telltale morning stiffness in your knees. Your seemingly healthy morning orange juice habit could actually be exacerbating the very discomfort you were trying to avoid. The citric acid in oranges doesn't just stay in your stomach. It enters your bloodstream and can contribute to irritation in the sensitive tissues surrounding your joints. When combined with the fruit's natural sugars, it also contributes to blood sugar spikes. The cumulative effect is increased inflammation throughout your body, making your knees, ankles, and calves feel more inflamed, every step heavier and more painful. Our sixth fruit appears crisp, clean, green, and often less sweet. We're talking about green apples. Green apples seem like the perfect low-sugar, healthy snack. But for some, they may quietly induce leg pain, stiffness, and fatigue. The culprits here are twofold: malic acid and hidden natural sugars. First, malic acid. This is the acid that gives green apples their distinct tartness. While perfectly fine for younger, robust digestive systems, it can be problematic for an older gut lining, which often becomes more sensitive with age. When malic acid enters your body, it can irritate tissues, including those in and around your joints. Then there's the sugar. Even though green apples taste less sweet than their red counterparts, they still contain natural sugars. For older adults whose metabolisms are less efficient, this sugar can still cause unwelcome blood sugar fluctuations. This can manifest as tired calves, nighttime leg cramps, morning stiffness, or a feeling of weakness when tackling stairs. Despite their seemingly healthy and pure image, green apples might subtly be making walking more difficult, stiffening joints, and contributing to restless nights for aging bodies. Finally, we come to a rich, incredibly sweet tropical fruit. It's the juicy, almost candy-like mango. Mangoes are a delightful treat, but for elderly people experiencing leg pain and joint weakness, mangoes can be a significant hidden factor. Why? Because they are a natural sugar bomb. This is a substantial sugar surge that rapidly and dramatically elevates your blood sugar levels. After the age of 60, your metabolism undergoes significant changes. This sugar surge often leads to insulin spikes, followed by crashes. And this cycle triggers systemic inflammation deep within your joints. Every time this happens, particularly in the soft tissues around your knees, hips, and ankles, you might experience burning in your toes, persistent tingling, evening swelling around your feet, or a creeping heaviness in your legs. Mangoes taste light and fresh, making it incredibly easy to eat more than your body can healthily process, exacerbating the problem. The sugar triggers the reaction, which over time can lead to unstable legs, persistent joint pain, and a feeling of slowed movement. So, we've unmasked 7 fruits that, while generally healthy, might not be your best friends as you navigate your golden years. But here's the wonderful news. The opposite is also true. There are fantastic fruits that actively combat inflammation, soothe joint pain, and promote strong, resilient legs. Now that you know which fruits to approach with caution, let's explore the ones that truly heal your body and nourish your mobility. Berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. These little powerhouses are packed with potent anti-inflammatory compounds. They're naturally low in sugar, rich in antioxidants, and incredibly gentle on your blood sugar levels. Most importantly, they significantly boost circulation, helping to reduce swelling, fight stiffness, and encourage smoother movement. Cherries. Cherries are great for lowering uric acid levels, which can significantly reduce the risk of gout flare-ups and general joint discomfort. They can alleviate burning sensations in your knees and toes and ease aching joints. Avocado. Yes, avocado is technically a fruit, and it's one of the best for supporting healthy joints. Why? Because it's loaded with healthy monounsaturated fats. These fats actively help cushion your joints and significantly reduce internal inflammation. Avocado also assists in insulin regulation, providing steady energy without those damaging blood sugar spikes. Papaya. This soft tropical fruit contains enzymes like papain, which are excellent for aiding digestion and reducing inflammation. It is gentle on the stomach and truly kind to aging joints. Pears. Pears offer a touch of sweetness without being excessively sugary. They provide stable energy without putting undue stress on your lower limbs. Each of these fruits works with your body, not against it. They don't contribute to swelling, stiffness, or discomfort. Instead, they provide the vitality, balance, and calm your body craves. Remember, it's not just about eating fruit. It's about making the right choices for your age. Choose foods that are actively good for your body right now for optimal senior health. When you make those deliberate, informed decisions, you'll notice the difference. Clearer mornings, smoother movements, and firmer steps. If you've stayed with me this far, I know you are deeply committed to your health, your strength, and your future. And I want you to hear this loud and clear. You still have time to pivot. You still have time to improve. You are not alone in this journey. The 7 fruits we discussed aren't inherently evil, but they might not be the best fuel for you right now. And that is perfectly okay. Getting older doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter about how you nourish your body and maintain your senior health. When you start eating with awareness, choosing foods that actively support your joints, boost your strength, and improve your circulation, you will see a transformation. Lighter steps, easier mornings, increased flexibility, and less pain. That is the goal, not fear, but freedom. What is one change you are willing to make today to support your mobility?